Guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today I'll be showing you guys how to make caramel wrapped pretzel rods. So I got these pretzel rods and they come from the dollar store. Usually I look for a pack that has less broken than this, but what we're gonna need is pretzels. We're going to need 12 of these total. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out 12 pretzels and 1. Okay, so now that we have our 12 pretzels, these are the Ritter's Original Chewy Caramel. They have another one, I believe, like a purple pack. This is the soft pack. And I got these ones from Food for Less. But they sell these at the dollar store. They just come with, I think, about 10 in them. So you'll need 2 packs to achieve this. So you'll need 1 caramel for each pretzel. So you're going to need 12 caramels. And so I like the blue pack because these ones are chewy. We're gonna need a mold because what I'm doing is I'm making some casino themed pretzels. So I wanted to spell out the client's name on this one. So that's why I'll be using this mold specifically. And then this is our casino theme mold. We're using this. I think I want to go with the dice and the dollar signs. So we'll be pressing those with some fondant. Yes, you'll need fondant. Or you could use chocolate. That's pretty fine. So where we're going to start, you'll also need chocolate. I'm doing these all black. I was debating on covering them with sanding sugar. But I'm going to do all black. We'll need to take all the caramels out of the packaging. Again, you will need 1 caramel for each pretzel. So that means we need 12 of these. We should have started off doing the chocolate molds. But these are really nice pretzels. They're personalized. So a lot of times I like to ask my customers, okay, hey, what's your age? What's your name? Just in case I want to incorporate the name in something. So this customer name is Twan. I guess his real name is Antoine. And he's turning 32. His theme is a casino night. And I don't know if I mentioned this in my last video, but I'm doing a whole table setup for this party. So there will be multiple different treats with this specific theme. So what we're going to do, you take this chewy caramel, and this I charge extra for because this is a lot of work. So you have to try and stretch this caramel out. Stretch it out. What I like to do is make sure you bring in the ends. And then I just roll it. You roll it out pretty thin. Try and get it even. You can't have like one portion skinny and the next portion so thick. So you stretch as you're rolling and you try to get everything even. And by the way, these pretzels are a hit. So for something like this, I live in California, so for something like this, I would charge $30 for the pretzels basic. And then if they want them to be caramel wrapped, I only charge $5 added to the price. Why? I don't know. I just feel like it's a bonus. But it is a lot of work. I mean, you do have to pay about $2 for chocolate. Then you have to take about 10-15 minutes to roll it. So I feel like, honestly, it should be more than a $5 add-on for this specifically. So once you get it to like a fair length, what you want to do first of all, let me roll out a couple of these so I can show you in one segment. I'll also show you guys how I dip my pretzels. I've been dipping them 2 different ways. I dip them in a tall glass sometimes, and sometimes I just use regular chocolate with a spoon and just cover it over. I'll show you guys that. But for me, this is how I do this part. I'm gonna do a couple of them just so you guys could see, and then I'll show you the correct way of wrapping it. It's not supposed to go all the way to the bottom, but you can. I feel like you don't want to roll it too thin, because if you do roll it too thin, then you'll be it just won't look right. So it doesn't have to go completely to the bottom. So again, you want to roll that out a nice thickness, and show you more. We're gonna make this one a little longer. And one more time, pinch the ends. If you get the purple pack, this will be so much harder, so please get the blue pack. But again, you pinch the ends and you kind of like stretch it. So you roll, just like you roll fondant, but you move your hands outward while you're rolling. These pretzels specifically are a lot of work. I don't really like doing them like this, especially not just for $5 extra, but they come out so pretty, and that be the best part. But these pretzels that I am making right now, I'm not these ones would go for about a good, since these alone are 30 and with this added is 35, what I will be doing is I will be adding these little dice and these dollar signs at the end of the pretzel. So that is another add-on of $5. In total, I feel like it should have been a complete add-on of $15 for both. So I feel like a person should really just charge for. Okay, I had to move to a better area with better lighting. So as I was saying, again, just charge what is best for you. Go based on your area also. Like I said, you also have to look at your competition. I feel like a lot of people around since the pandemic has started again. A lot of people are doing this. A lot of people are quitting their jobs to do this. You're using your electricity. It's costing you time. Not only is it costing your time, you have to clean up after you do this stuff. So adding on to your bills and basically being a maid, it has to be worth it to you. So charge what you feel like is best for your area. Charge what you feel like is best for your level of work. A lot of people won't want to pay your prices, but I feel like at the same time you have to, if you want to stand your ground and not match your competitors' prices, you could do that also. You know your level of work and the quality that you put out, because I feel like I put out very good quality in my area, like the neatest treats you'll find. So a lot of people work is just sloppy and put together, and they charge really low prices, and I told myself I can't beat that. That's just something I can't beat. So I decided to charge what I wanted to charge for my level of work, and the people that respect that stick with me. The people that just want treats for a quick price, they go to who they go to. So it's a lot of stuff that comes with this. Like, I had a customer, she booked me for her son's party. She was like, hey, I would like another table. I want the exact same thing I had at my son's party. And I'm like, okay, we could do that. And I explained to her, like, hey, so my prices is not that anymore. I said my table package does not come with the promotion of 2 free dozens. And also the table package price itself has gone up. So I quoted her the price. She's like, oh, okay. So after that, she messages me back in. She sends me the picture that I posted of her son's party. She's like, I want everything that I had here for the $4.90. To remind you, my table package is, at the time it was $3.70, and it would have came with 5 dozen treats, but I was doing a promotion that gave people 7 dozen treats for $3.70. It includes like the stands, the tablecloth, the backdrop, and like balloons. So she's like, yeah, I want this for the four something, because she had also I believe she paid like $4.90, almost $500. She had added in some custom chip bags and some custom Capri Suns. She had added 2 dozen each. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, as I explained to you, that is the stuff that you're getting. You're getting the same exact thing that you had at your son's party, but the price of my package has changed, and it no longer comes with the promotion of 2 free dozen. So that was an issue with me. Also, I was doing cocoa bombs when they were very hot last year. Not this year, but when they were very hot last year, I think I was charging like $5 a piece. And a lady had wrote me and she's like, hey, how much are your cocoa bombs? I'm like, hey, they're $5 each. Would you like to place an order? She goes, oh, she told me she wanted 10 cocoa bombs for $15. And I'm like, ma'am, I can't do that. And she just started talking smack to me because I wouldn't do her 10 cocoa bombs for $15. So I'm like, okay, but people like that, I just block them. And I keep going. I don't have time to be arguing with nobody. Those type of customers, you just gotta steer clear from. At the same time, you'll get many customers who appreciate and admire your work, that'll write you and tell you what it is that they need, and they won't even question the price at all. So it all really just depends on a customer. Don't let certain customers discourage you. At first, it'll be customers like that, and you'll be questioning, like, hey, am I charging too much? But then once you keep going and you get a good clientele, you'll realize that you're charging too low. That's how I felt like I was. Like, I've only been doing this for a year, so I feel like I don't really have my pricing down correctly. I also do balloons and stuff like that. I feel like I don't have my pricing down correctly. I'm still figuring it out. I joined a couple groups. Like, there's Facebook groups that'll help you with this type of stuff. Again, they'll state what area they're in. And I guess you just basically go off your area, what you feel like is right. Right now, I'm charging about $55 for themed apples. But January has come. Minimum wage went up. So I am looking to charge $60 per dozen of apples, $45 for dessert cups. I'm looking to still be charging $30 for the pretzel rods. But as far as Rice Krispies, I will be going up on those. They will be $40 themed. Because Rice Krispies are expensive. Where I live, They are $8 for 40. Basically like 10 bucks for 40. That's not bad. But you also have to look at the fact that you adding all this stuff to this stuff, sticks, chocolate. Some stuff take a lot more chocolate than others, like Oreos and Rice Krispies. Those take a load of chocolate. Alright, so now that we have all these rolled out, what we are going to do, we are going to take our pretzels, put those right there. Okay, so take your pretzel, you take your caramel, you want to kind of put this piece at the bottom, and you could stretch it while you're wrapping it. You just twirl it around. You just keep going. See? And don't worry about that part. They will go flat once you set them down. Again, you take that, kind of want to flatten that part out, and you go and you stretch as you go to try to even out the caramel. And you want to make sure you don't put them so close, like the swirls. Trying not to put them so close is key. They end up flattening out on their own. The bottom will go flat from them sitting down. Just kind of rub this out a little bit more. Try to make them as even as possible. Stretch them out as long as you think they'll go. And again, you take your pretzel, you put the starting portion at the bottom, and you try and flatten it out with your finger. Roll that around, trying not to put them so close, and you just keep going, and then you flatten out your end piece. So you want both of your ends to be flat. This is how I feel like it should look. See how that's stretched out a little bit longer than that one? So that's why we just twirl the ends of our chocolate. Just twirl it out a little bit more. My surface is shaky, y'all, so I couldn't get every piece how I wanted it. But you still can manipulate this stuff in the process. Again, we take our pretzel wrap. I always look at this as the back of the pretzel because it has the little marks on it. Pretty sure that's the back. And just press it down for it to stick a little. Here you go. Just move along. Keep twirling. And push. So that is what we're going to do with all of these. And once we get these fully wrapped, I have some red chocolate that I've already melted and some black chocolate. I will be showing you what I will be doing with each mold. And from there, that's what we're going to do. This is what your roll of pretzels should look like. And as I stated, the bottoms will flatten out. So, what we have here now is our black chocolate. And what we're going to do with this, for pretzels, it's preferably better to have a long jar. Or you can just have a simple container like this. Stick your pretzel in, drop it down, just drop it down. I do like that a lot. I feel like it's faster than this method, but I'm gonna show you this method. You have to keep filling the chocolate up with this one. But what you do is you take your pretzel, overfill my chocolate, y'all. Just want to get it to the end, not too far. And you pull it up just like that. But you really have to get all this excess chocolate off. And this mat is just for recording purposes, but I like to use parchment paper. I'm not using parchment paper right now because the parchment paper slides on this disc. This is my treat recording disc. But the parchment paper slides off of this disc, so that is why I don't have parchment paper on here. And again, how many times you have to move the pretzel so they won't get a puddle? It's better to use parchment paper. You just roll that up and you can throw that straight in the trash. So I'm gonna get some parchment paper. And I'll set my right here. I have a piece of parchment paper and I'm just gonna set it on the side so that I can move my pretzels before they start to puddle. So you just lift them up. See that puddle? You want to keep moving these. Sorry about my arm being in the video, guys. I gotta move those out the way. And it gets easier and easier as you dip, but again, you're going to have to fill that chocolate up. It'll fade so fast.
And another thing I don't like about this is when I'm trying to shake off the excess chocolate, you end up scraping the sides.
Okay, so now that our pretzels are drying, what I have here is some sprinkles. I'm going to use these black ones for dots. And then I have some white fondant, which is turning red for my hands. But I have our casino mold that I was talking about. You're going to take a good piece of fondant, try and like size it up before you even put it in there. I got this casino mold off of Amazon. So what we're gonna do is push that in there. Gotta be careful. You just wanna pat it in. And like I said, we're gonna use the dollar sign also. So we're gonna pretty much force that in there too. Fondant is sticky. And if the fondant is too sticky, what you can do is you just use a little bit of cornstarch. And it'll take that right off of there. It'll be less sticky, a lot less sticky. See, or you'll have this problem. it constantly pulling every single time you move. You just want to force that in there. And while you letting it set, that is perfectly fine. Every time you smear it, it's gonna get a little more stickier. You just gotta learn to work with it. Alright, so also just gotta be a little gentle when you start to rub it like that. It should kind of just fit in.
Alright, so we pop our dice up. That's how it'll look. I'll lay that flat because I'm gonna show you a trick. So after you feel like this is sitting properly, you kind of want to just pop that out too. Before you do that, you want to press down real hard. And there we have it. Another side. So you want to put your fondant back up immediately, like right after. And what I wanted to do with these is go over here, find some plain black. I don't know how these got mixed. I don't know if I mixed it, or if they came mixed like that. Some of them are natural black. The reason why I have this goes to my elbow image ink refill. So I use this to press this down in the fondant so that they don't fall out. And as I keep going, you'll see them transform more and more into just plain little dice. This part is the most work. And voila! So now, that we have all of these prepared, we are going to paint these gold. Just the dollar signs. Just the dollar signs. So what we're going to do, we need a brush, some edible mustard. I'll sprinkle it on here. Okay, that should be enough. I'll put a drop of lemon extract. Not too much. Not too little.
Mix in. And what you want to do is just brush it. Alright, so what I have here is some chocolate that I put in a bag after I melt it. We're gonna do some red drizzle. We're gonna add our dollar signs and our dice. So what we're gonna do here is go back and forth. And I kind of wanted to do this. On 4 of them, I'm going to add a name. That looks really good to me. I did want to do the pretzels all black, but I changed my mind last minute. You just go back and forth. You eventually get the hang of this. So the colors for this had gold, black, red, white. I really don't like pretzels. I mean sprinkles on top of pretzels. They look good. Sprinkles are so hard to me. I just feel like my teeth don't agree with sprinkles. These look great. Like really great. So to show you how to add, you add a little drop to the end. Take this. Debating on which side I want up. I'm gonna go with the 5. And you just press it down. Go with the dollar sign. Yep. We got a runaway dollar sign here. And you press that down, and do you see how good those look? Those look great for a casino theme. We're gonna drizzle the rest of these really fast. Actually, quick idea, I was gonna do my words in red. I'm actually doing my words in white with most likely chocolate, and I'm gonna paint them gold. I will only do about 4 like that. everything could fit still with the theme. Everything will still look nice. Hey guys, I was so excited when I found these little what are they called? Nonpareils at Michael's. Cause I ended up purchasing a whole mix from Hobby Lobby just to get these gold sprinkles out. I ran across this at Michael's about 2 weeks ago and I love it. I absolutely love it. Cause I don't have to pick them out, separate them, none of that. Okay, so this is what our pretzel looks like. Isn't that just beautiful? This is what the $sign one looks like. And I absolutely love them. Now I'm gonna go ahead and apply the rest of them on. And you just need a drop. Just a drop. This stuff gets everywhere. So I advise you to have a rag handy to just kind of wipe and go. Wipe and go. So I'm gonna apply all the white ones first. All right. I got 4 more, y'all. But that pretty much concludes this video. Again, I'll be showing you guys the strawberries, the popcorn, and the apples for this set. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notification bells, tell a friend about my channel. Yeah. Until then, I'll see you guys next time, and I'll be back with more videos. If you like, you can comment down below and tell me what other videos you like to see, what you'll like to see me demonstrate more of. And that's about it. Thank you guys.